All right, we're good to go. We're live. What's going on tonight, everybody? Let's see who we got in here. We've got some general knowledge trivia for you guys tonight. I'm not going to lie. I think that these questions are going to be pretty good. I put the game together kind of last night for the most part, then a little bit today too. So I think in Dan's terms, they're going to slap. So Dan actually is down in Florida right now at Disney. So anybody that's wondering where he's at Disney with his family all week. So I think that they're actually on here. So let's see who we got in here. We got, there we go. Buff Edits. What's going on, Buff Edits? Bobby's back for some more. Appreciate you hopping on there. Steph looks like is on and ready to go. We've got Dirk is on and he's ready. Mitch. Tess, Steph, and there's Dan right there. So him and Steph are coming. Like I said, they're on live from Florida right now. And then Sean's back. There he is. We've been missing Sean lately. Everybody's been wondering where Sean's been. So he's back to take back his Trivia King crown right there. Oh, Dirk says Mama S is here too. I didn't see a comment on there for it, but it looks like she's on there. And then Curtis just hopped on too. What's going on, Curtis? All right, we'll give it about another minute or so. I'm just going to get everything else ready to go here. I'm going to take this off right now actually, let me put that on. And let me take this off since I forgot to the other night. There we go. All right, let me get everything ready to go, and we're going to jump right into it. Like I said, I think we got a good one for tonight. So let's do that. And let's get it started here. All right. Share it. All right, I think we should be good here. Let's see. All right, perfect. All right, so we got 5 rounds. It is general knowledge, so it's all going to be random questions and everything. So, and I don't even have them like categorized by round. So this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good one. All right, question 1: what planet was MCU villain Thanos from? So MCU is Marvel Cinematic Universe. Titan, Vormir, Asgard, Xandar. Remember, everybody, speed does count. So first ones to answer, if you answer it correctly, you are going to get kind of a leg up from the game itself. So, all right, looks like everybody's going with Titan. It is Titan. So I promise they're going to get a little bit tougher the further along we go. We gotta ease you into it a little bit. We can't just give you the goods right off the bat. But yes, Thanos was from Titan. And let's see if this is actually going to. Oh, there we go. Hey, first round, it's even going to show us who got everything right and who didn't. So that's good to know right there. So, in my opinion, I think Thanos was the best villain that we've had thus far. I think they've got some really good ones coming down the pipeline, but he was probably my favorite. All right. Number 2, San Bernardino, California was the starting point for 2 major fast food chains. McDonald's was one. What was the other? Subway, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, In-N-Out Burger. A lot of people going 2. Looks like Stephanie put a 4 in there. There's a little bit of a lag on my end here, so I'm waiting to see what the rest of them come in as. All right, a lot of people going 2. All right, I thought that would fool a few more people. So yes, it is Taco Bell, and I don't know. I think that's kind of a neat thing right there. I don't know how big San Bernardino is, but the fact that like 2 major fast food chains came out of the same town or city, whatever it is kind of amazing, to be honest with you. All right, number 3. What is the name of Quint's shark hunting boat in Jaws? The narwhal, the orca, the bowhead, the beluga. Steph says, oops. I'm guessing she had a typo on that one. So all of these different species of whales. Once again, Mitch going to the beat of his own drum. Actually, looks like Bobby followed suit with Mitch. So Mitch just going out on a limb. He's going rogue and going with his own thing. And unfortunately, Mitch, I'm sorry to tell you, it is the orca. It's not the bowhead. But I put the bowhead in there because I figured that was going to be the second answer that a lot of people put in. In my opinion, I think the bowhead sounds the coolest. Like, I don't know. I just think that that's a much cooler sounding name for a boat, like, especially if it's a shark hunting, like if that's the name of the boat in a movie like that. But I don't know. I digress. So if I didn't know, that's what I would have went with. All right, number 4. What was MLB Hall of Famer Frank Thomas's nickname? The King of Crash, the Big Hurt, the Big Crush, Hercules. All right, let's see. I think everybody might have gotten that one right there. Yes, it is too. He was the Big Hurt. And let's see. Dan said earlier, orca is the only natural predator. Orca is the only natural predators are great whites. I did not know that. I learned something new today from the comment section. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. All right, yeah, looks like everybody's got that one right there. Oh, I should point out too, if anybody is watching this on Facebook, guys, click the link on there to the YouTube channel, because the quality of it's going to be a lot better, and the point system on it works a lot better on there. All right, last one of this round. Before a pro wrestling career in movie stardom, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played major college football at what school? Florida, Florida State, Alabama, Miami. Looks like we got a lot of 4s coming in, a couple of 1s and 2s. So The Rock did play at Miami. He actually was planning to go to the NFL. So that was his goal. That was his plan. I believe he got injured towards the tail end of his career. And it was kind of 80s, 90s era when, obviously medical technology isn't what it is today. So they thought it was actually going to end his career. He did play in the CFL or Arena League, something like that. But that didn't really last long for him either. So he ended up, going on to a pro wrestling career because that's what his family did, and then ended up in movies. All right. So Dan, Buff Edits, and Tess, all with a point right there. Let's see. Dan, Buff Edits, and Tess. So all of them sweeping the board on that right there. All of them getting all 5 questions right. All right. Let's go to round 2 right here. So like I said, we got a bunch of random questions on that one, on this one right here too. So let me get it pulled back up here on my phone so I can see all the comments and everything. But all 3 of them getting all 5 questions right on that. Mitch, Dan says The Rock is daddy. Mitch says The Rock is eh. Mitch, come on. You don't like The Rock? The Rock is amazing. I think so. All right, number 1, the character Apollo Creed from the Rocky franchise is based off from what real-life fighter? George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali. Mitch says that The Rock is more like a stone or a boulder. That guy is like a mountain. All right, so most people got that. So yes, Apollo Creed was based off from Muhammad Ali. So the whole idea was to create a character that fought very similar to Ali and also kind of had the same type of personality. Very forthcoming, very boisterous, and everything. So that was always kind of the goal of that. And Stallone actually got the idea for the Rocky script from sitting ringside in an Ali fight. There's Mitch right there, going rogue, going with his own answer. All right, number 2. What is the capital of Alabama? Greenbow, Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham. All right, so a lot of people going with 2 right there. We got some people going with 1. I'm just waiting for them all to come in there. And then we've got somebody, looks like it with a 4 right there. So it is 2. So Montgomery, I would not have known this. So this was one I had to look up. I came up with the question, but then I had to look up the answer for it. I wasn't sure. So I knew I'd get somebody with Greenbow. So Mitch, I don't think Greenbow is actually a real place. In Forrest Gump, that's where he's from. I think it's made up. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that they said that they made up Greenbow, Alabama. But I knew I'd get somebody with it. So number 3, the last name Rockefeller is most well associated with which industry? Oil, mortgages, banking, gasoline. Mitch put in 4 and then says it's 1 afterwards. It is 1. So John D. Rockefeller was an oil tycoon. Standard Oil ended up getting it broken up, basically antitrust. So he pretty much, Rockefeller's the reason that we have antitrust laws nowadays, because his company got so big. It was estimated he owned, like Standard Oil owned somewhere within like 90% of the entire oil refining and everything in the U.S. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, basically. All right, number 4. What NHL player was the oldest on record at 52 years old? Chris Chelios, Mark Messier, Gordie Howe, Jaromir Jagr. All right, there we go. Sorry, Mitch. I didn't know what you were talking about. Now I got to go up and find the comment. I saw Mitch kept on saying, get rid of Curtis's comment. Now I got to find it. Where is it? Right there. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, it is Gordie Howe right there. So Gordie Howe was 52. So the next closest, I think, is either Chris Chelios or Jaromir Jagr is still playing. He's like 46. So I don't know. That guy maybe has a chance to. But there we go. Everybody's saying thanks. Yeah, sorry about that guy. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. All right, number 5. How many members of NSYNC were there? 4, 5, 6, or 3? Mitch says, how many times did you see it? About 3 or 10? I don't know, probably 3 or 4 times, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure what he's talking about, so I'm just going to ignore it. So Dan and Steph both answered 5, but 5's not an answer. Let's see. 5 is the correct answer, but you had to put in 2. So looks like everybody got that. Honestly, I don't know that I would have gotten that. I had to look that up. If it was Backstreet Boys, I would have known that. But I don't know that I would have gotten NSYNC on that one. But I wasn't a big NSYNC fan. I was definitely much more, 10-year-old me was much more into Backstreet Boys for sure. All right, let's see here. Curtis, we got a whole new. Oh, no, Buff Edits is on there with 2. Okay. All right, let's see. Buff Edits has 2. And then Curtis and Dirk both getting on the board there. One. All right, round 3. I got to come up with a clever bonus question too. So I got an idea. Dan, Text me a bonus question because I can't think of one, and I didn't. Come up with like a cool Disney one or something that you guys have learned while you've been down there that you didn't know. Because I didn't even think to come up with a bonus question. So Mitch says dinosaur trivia. Ooh, that we'll do one coming up on that for sure because that would be a lot of fun. All right, number one, who wrote the Sinead O'Connor hit "Nothing Compares to You"? Michael Jackson, Cameo, Prince, Rick James. Dan says, "I got you, boo." All right. Steph says she came up with the question. Mitch marching to the beat of his own drum again. So Mitch went with 4. Hey, he saw his chance. He took it. Unfortunately, Mitch, it is wrong. So it is Prince. Prince wrote "Nothing Compares to You." Prince wrote quite a few different songs. And I don't know, Dan and I were having this discussion the one day. I never knew that was like a thing where like musical artists didn't really write their own songs. Like I always kind of thought that was something like not only do they sing them, they write them, and then come to find out most of them don't even write their own stuff. So I don't know. Number 2, Walt Disney's first original character was Oswald. What type of animal was Oswald? A cat, a dog, an otter, or a rabbit? So this was pre-Mickey. This was the first ever character he really created for it. Tess says, it's okay, Mitch. I went with 33. That's right, Mitch. You're not alone on that. All right, a lot of people all over the board on this right here. So Oswald was a rabbit. And actually, like I predicted, I was guessing there's actually only a few people that went with otter. So I thought if I put otter in there, it would, Oswald the otter kind of sounds like a thing. At least I thought, and I don't know, in my mind, I thought it did. But yes, Oswald was the lucky rabbit, is what they called him. So I knew that Tess was going to go with cat. I kind of had a feeling. So that's why I put cat in there. Let's see. Steph says she's at Disney, and I had no idea. That's right. All right, number 3. For all you music fans out there, Brian May was the guitarist for which band? Pink Floyd, Queen, Rolling Stones, The Doors. All right, I'm still waiting for it. There we go. Okay, a couple more just came through. Yeah, it looks like everybody got that. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of surprised about that. I would not have guessed that everybody would have known the answer to that. I figured at least someone was going to go with. I figured it was going to be 1 or 3 were going to be the most popular answers. I did not think that Queen would be everybody's answer. So good job on that one, everybody. Because I probably, like I said, I was thinking that Pink Floyd would have been the big answer on that one. All right, number 4. What was the best-selling album of 2015? Fetty Wap. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. So, but it sold a lot apparently. Taylor Swift, 1989. Adele, 25. Justin Bieber, Purpose. So I came up with the question, but I have no idea, to be honest with you, what number 1 is. So anybody that knows what that is, I guess throw it in the comments because I have no idea what that is. All right, so it looks like most people got that right there. So it was Adele. So her album 25 went, I don't even know what like multi-platinum is or whatever the version of selling millions and millions, that's basically what it did. And honestly, that's pretty amazing considering like how bad a shape the music industry's in terms of albums and stuff like that. The fact that she still sold that many of them. That's pretty amazing. Not gonna lie, I do love Adele. I think that she has an amazing voice. All right, number 5. What was Stephen King's first published novel? The Shining, Cujo, Carrie, Salem's Lot. Steph says it's rap. Okay, well, I never even heard of it, to be honest with you. Dan says Adele slaps. You're damn right she does. Sean says she does. Yes, she does. All right, so let's see. Kind of all over the place on this right here. Some people going with 4, some people going 2, 3, 1. Pretty much every answer on the board right there. Dan says his wife convinced him to publish it because he threw it away. What did Dan answer for it? I didn't see what he answered. Yeah, he got it. I was gonna say it is 3. So Carrie was actually, I believe, like his 5th or 6th book that he wrote, but it was his first one that was published. So it wasn't the first one he wrote. However, that was the first one that he got published. All right. Man, this is going to be a good game. Buffett is still in the lead, I think, with 2, but I think that gives Curtis. Yeah, I was going to say that gives Curtis 2 as well. So Curtis with 2. Dan is on the board with 1. And Steph Sample on the board with 1. So first place only has 2. And we still got 2 rounds to go. So this is going to get interesting here at the end. Let's see. All right, round 4. I'm still waiting for. I think Sean's pacing himself right now. I'm waiting for Sean to just like pop out and like steal the last 2 rounds. Basically, that's my guess. All right, here we go. Come on. All right, number 1. What is the official language of Costa Rica? English, Spanish, Portuguese, Creole. I would not have gotten this right. I don't think. Dan says put some respect on his name. A lot of people all over the board on this. A lot of people going with 2, but there's a few people going with 3 and 4. And there we go. There's a couple more coming in right there. So it is Spanish. I guess I probably would have gotten that because our Spanish teacher in high school had a place in Costa Rica that he went to, but that would have taken me. I would have probably second guessed myself. I would have maybe went with Portuguese, would have been my second guess on that. So that was a question that the game made up. There was a couple of these that the game made. Most of them I came up with, but that was definitely one. It was on there. I'm like, that looks like a decent one. All right, number 2. Number 2 in the show Stranger Things. What is Eleven's favorite breakfast food? Eggo waffles, toast, Captain Crunch, bacon and eggs. See if we got some Stranger Things fans in here. I'll admit I've never seen the show. This was the other question in this round that the game came up with. But it looked like a decent question. Apparently not, though, because I think everybody got that one right. Yeah, I'll admit I've never seen Stranger Things. I need to because everybody raves about it and says how amazing it is. I've just never had time to sit down and watch it, but I would like to watch it because it does look like it's pretty good. Plus, I could be. Steph says mouth breather. All right, here we go. Number 3. All right, which credit card is unique by having 15 numbers on their cards? Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. Dan says Stranger Things slaps. Ooh, Steph says make a trivia about it so you have to. That would be a good one. I bet you that'd get a bunch of people on that. Everybody loves Stranger Things. Oh, Tessa's pulling a Mitch on this one right here, and she's going with her own answer. So she's going with 2. So it is American Express. So the answer is 4. So American Express has 15 numbers. Every other company has 16, and then I think American Express on the backside is weird too because they have, I think it's a 4-digit security code instead of 3. I don't know why they do it, but I I don't know. They've been successful with it, I guess. Steph says one of your October episodes. That would be a good one. Yeah, guys, anybody that hasn't heard yet, October is going to be like a whole month of horror movies and anything Halloween related type of stuff. So it's going to be really cool. Pretty much every day, too. All right, number 4. Which of these movies was not released in 1996? Independence Day, The Rock, Gladiator, Mission Impossible. So yeah, every day in October, I think we're pretty much planning on having a video release every day in October, whether it's pre-recorded or we'll still be doing 2 live streams a week for that. And then actually on Halloween night, we're going to have like a Midnight Madness type thing where Dan and I are going to do a special live stream late night. Where we'll do like a Halloween edition of trivia. So it's going to be pretty cool. Dan says Gladiator slaps. You're damn right. Russell, you know what? I feel like anything in that time period that Russell Crowe did, like he could do no wrong. Like Gladiator was what, like early 2000s? I think it was like 2000, 2001. I mean, you think back to some of the movies he had. Cinderella Man, that movie slaps too. Russell Crowe's just a good actor. All right, number 5. What is the name of Manchester United's home stadium? Anfield, City of Manchester Stadium, Old Trafford, St. James Park. Just imagine if number 2 was actually the answer on that. Like, how boring of a name. City of Manchester Stadium. Like, whoever comes up with that name ought to be fired. Like, if that was actually the name of it. But it is number 3, so it is Old Trafford. And I kind of guessed on that one that number 4 was going to be the other big answer, and it does look like it was. So it was pretty much split all the way through between 3 and 4. So it is Old Trafford, and then yeah, almost pretty much identical on that. So Mitch says that Russell Crowe is daddy. He's had some slappers over the years. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good actor. All right, let's see. I think that gives Dirk and Dan both 2, and I think that puts Buff Edits in the lead with one round to go. Let's see. Dan with 2. Buff Edits takes the lead with 3, and 2 for Dirk. All right, so things are getting interesting going into the final round here. Let's get it pulled up here. Let that run for a minute. Dan, you got that? Oh, Dan, you have 3? Oh, all right. Well, I must have missed putting one in there. All right, Dan has 3 too. All right, Dan's tied with Buff Edits right now. Buff Edits says put some respect on his name. That's right. Tess says she officially does not like the word slap. We're just going to use it even more now. All right, number 1. In the TV show Cheers, Sam Malone was a former relief pitcher for what baseball team? New York Mets, Boston Red Sox, Baltimore Orioles, Milwaukee Brewers. Steph says new rule, you get a point taken every time you say slaps. So it is the Boston Red Sox. So Cheers took place in Boston, which I think we talked about that maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or something like that. I'll be honest, I've never seen like the full series of Cheers. I've seen episodes. It is a good show. But I've never seen like the full front to back, like start to finish for it and everything. So I need to go through and watch it because everybody talks about it. Steph says Dan's at 0 then. All right, number 2. Candle in the Wind was written by Elton John originally as a tribute to who? And I spelled originally wrong. Judy Garland, Shirley Temple, Marilyn Monroe, Greta Garbo. Steph says Mitch has nothing to lose. So it is 3. It is Marilyn Monroe. I think. Oh, Dan missed that one. That could cost you the game right there, Dan. He even says he says her name in the song. He says "Goodbye Norma Jean" is like the first lyric to it, but then later in the song he actually says Marilyn Monroe. But so then he redid it for Princess Diana, like in the late '90s. He played it at her funeral. But yes, the original version was for Marilyn Monroe, but he wrote it like 10 years after she died, I think. All right, number 3, The Godfather was directed by which director? Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, Stanley Kubrick, Martin Scorsese. Steph said all the slaps went to his head. Well, he was right front and center on that question right there, though. Yeah, so it is Francis Ford Coppola. So basically, all 4 of those directors right there, probably 4 of the greatest directors in movie history, probably for like the 70s. Probably those are like the 4 guys, other than George Lucas. Those are probably the like biggest directors in the game during really 70s all the way up until today. I don't. Francis Ford Coppola hasn't done anything in quite a while, I don't think, but no, he had some big movies. Stanley Kubrick had some big ones. The Shining was one of his as well. So, all right, number 4. What is the best-selling video game console of all time? Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii, or the original Nintendo NES system? This one's going to be interesting. All right, so Dan actually, I think, redeemed himself on this one because Buff Edits missed this. So it is the PlayStation 2. Actually, far and away, the PlayStation 2 was the biggest selling console of all time, which is so funny to look back on it because, I mean, we had a PlayStation 2 growing up. Actually, we had, I think, pretty much every one of these consoles growing up. But like it's so funny to look back on it now because PlayStation 2 was pretty revolutionary because it used the discs and stuff like that and everything. But like you look at it now and it's like, oh my god, those graphics are terrible. All right, number 5. In Greece, what is the name of the group of guys that Danny is part of? The Sharks, the T-Birds, the Banshees, or the Thunder Dogs? I think we just blew Sean's mind with that. Yeah, Sean, I'll be honest. I was shocked. I came up with the question because I thought that would be an interesting one. And when I read the top 10 list, I was like, seriously, the PlayStation 2 was number 1. Like I was legitimately shocked. I thought for sure it was going to be Xbox because I don't know. I feel like to me, like everybody I know is more of an Xbox person than a PlayStation person. I mean, and even like growing up, like pretty much once the Xbox came out and then the Xbox 360, like that's what everybody had. All right, everybody got that one right there, the T-Bird. So this is going to be interesting to see. Dan says, why is that a gang's name? I don't know. All right. So Dan and Buff Edits, neither one of them on the board right there. So that actually might have put Curtis in a 3-way tie with them because I think that gives Curtis 3, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. If I can pull up my note on my phone. Where's my notes? There we go. All right. So, yeah, that does give Curtis 3. Steph with 1. Uh-oh, there's 2 Stephs in here. I think the other one was Steph Sample. Okay, yeah. So I think they both have 1. And then I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. I apologize. I have no idea what that is. So we're going to easy has 1 right there as well. All right. So Steph just texted me the question. Steph, Dan doesn't know the bonus question, does he? Oh, hold on. Let me pull that back up. Mitch says the old easy. All right. Let me get this. There we go. All right. So, Steph says yes, he does. All right. I gotta hold on. I gotta come up with a bonus question. We gotta crown a winner on this. Dan says he won't participate. All right, so it's down. All right, Dan, you come up with a question then. Dan's gonna come up with the bonus question. Just type it in there, Dan, and then I'll pull it up on the screen and read it there. This is between Curtis and Buff Edits to see who wins tonight. Anybody else can answer, but there's going to be the only ones that end up counting for it. So once Dan throws out the once he throws out the question there. Oh, we're using that. Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. They just sent me a question here. Bonus question. Steph says, well, if my question not good enough. No, it was. I don't know. For some reason, I kind of forgot you sent it to me because I don't know. Anyway, bonus question. What do you call a group of zebras? You might have to text me the answer too because I don't know. Let's see. All right, so Curtis says light skins, and I have no idea. So Tess, you or Steph, you definitely tell me who gets it right because I have no idea what the answer is. Sean says stripes. Let's see. Buff Edits went with zebros. Dan says a dazzle. I have no idea what the answer is. I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, Dan says the answer is dazzle. Well, there we go. All right, Dan's got a new question. Steph, your question was too good that nobody even knew. All right, Dan, what do we got? Oh, all right. I know this one. What year did Monsters, Inc. come out? Good question. Only because I've seen it come up on Disney Plus about 400 times in the last month. So, all right. There it is right there. So Sean actually did get it right first, but between Curtis and Buff Edits got it at 2001. So awesome. So Buff Edits is the champ. I think, did he win? No, Sicily won on Monday. Buff Edits won the Star Wars one last week, I think, too. So he's on a little bit of a roll right now, too. So that's all right. You know what? Sean is just getting back in the saddle a little bit. You know, give him a couple games to get back and find his groove again. And then next Monday, I don't even know what we're gonna do yet. I think music. It's either gonna be music or movies. We haven't decided yet, but we'll be back on Monday with music or movies, and then probably have a pre-recorded one or two this weekend too. So, guys, have a great rest of your night. As always, thanks for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely subscribe. Also, everybody that's on here, guys, give the video a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, gets the video out to more people. Once we can start monetizing the channel and everything, we've got big plans for what we want to do, and we want to be able to start giving out prizes all the time. So Mitch says everything slaps. That's right. There we go. And Russell Crowe is daddy. All right, guys, have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you on Monday.